Welcome to Pembroke Memories podcast. I am Lance, or Jelly, or Prince, as most Pembroke people know me. And my co-host is Philip, or Any, or NFL, as most Pembroke people know him. And both of us are from Pembroke Avenue. Our mission on this podcast series is to explore how Pembroke, a small community in the Kingston 20 area, surrounded by Roseland, just across Washington Boulevard, Marvalley, Trucks Garden, or Francis Land as I know it, Arlene Garden, Patrick City, just across the Sandy Gully, became the epicenter of football or soccer for some people in Jamaica in the early 1970s. Pembroke was also home of some of the most legendary musicians and entertainers of that era. I was still going to Pembroke Primary when every single Sunday a triple header was played at the original ball ground at the intersection of Pembroke Avenue, Pembroke Drive, now Kennel Drive. One morning match and two evening match was played to a capacity crowd. These teams, Patosi Rovers, Carawina, Asphalt, Covey, El Furto, and Dreads, was joined by Marvalley London to play in the Pembroke Corner League football tournament. And every baller in Jamaica at the time wanted to play in a Pembroke Corner League to showcase them skills as the first officially organized Corner League football tournament in Jamaica. In this conversation, we hope to capture the memories of players, supporters, and any members of the Pembroke community, male or female, who want to come and share their stories. Your feedback and support will be greatly appreciated on whatever social media platform you might be listening, and thanks in advance. So remember to like, share, and subscribe these Pembroke Members podcasts so neither you nor your friends will miss another memorable conversation. Thank you. Go. Today is Wednesday, May 24th, 2023. Welcome back to another conversation about Pembroke memories. Me as usual, Lance, or Jelly, or Prince, and anyone of those names will do. Join me tonight for this blockbuster conversation is my original co-host, Philip, or Any Fowl. And we know each other from our idea we need at Pembroke Avenue. Also rejoining us tonight is a man who has given me tremendous support and feedback from episode number 3, where he was our special guest, and you must go back and listen to Andre Taylor Danville, Pembroke Memories, and make sure you subscribe while listening. Also join us tonight for this conversation is a man who reached out to me from very early in this Pembroke Memories conversation and has done a whole heap of heavy lifting behind the scenes to improve our Pembroke Memories conversation. I must go back and listen to Rudolph Thumper, Tony Kamika conversation on episode number 15 and subscribe and hit the notification button while listening. Our guest tonight don't really need an introduction to the Jamaican community, but until yesterday I was not aware that this household name in the Jamaican community was one of Pembroke alone. He moved to Pembroke in 1960 from the first house built on Carawina Avenue when he was 5 years old, in 1960 as I say. And he remembered walking to the inn, the riverbed behind his backyard on Carawina for to watch a movie at the Boulevard Drive-In when him reach him full of mud. Yes, that riverbed me I talk about is the famous Sandy Gully Bridge. We run behind Pembroke on the west side and divide Waterhouse and Roseland on the south side of Pembroke. Our guest tonight have so much achievement to his name that if we start name them out, we're there all night. And we're not there for the guest story, Pembroke's story. But the one he was awarded the Order of Distinction in the class of officer for his contribution to the local film industry. And it's the only award I'm going to talk about in the introduction because the man there to tell him own story. So without further ado, Pembroke members welcome Michael London to the conversation, or as most Jamaicans know him on the screen as Boysie. Michael, introduce yourself, my brother.
You're doing fine. I don't do anything better.
You there, Michael?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Okay. You have on your TV or something?
No, Phil.
Phil, turn on your TV. I put the mic on mute.
Mute it.
All right, yeah. All right, Michael. So welcome. What's going on? Andre, introduce yourself, my brother. I could get the show up on the road.
Yeah, man. Good evening, Pembroke Massive. And welcome, Michael, to this episode of Pembroke Memories. I am personally looking forward to hearing your story because, like Lan said, prior to yesterday, I never knew that you were a part of the Pembroke family. My family moved to Pembroke in 1961. And I lived there on Pontrypant Avenue until 1977 when I migrated to the US. Play my ball and go Pembroke primary and all, hang out, run the Pembroke thing gamut. Most people refer to me as John Danville back in the day, but the name Andre Taylor Danville is what's on the birth certificate. So, welcome to the conversation, my brother. Looking forward to hearing all about your story and as it relates to Pembroke.
Yeah, and Tompa, introduce yourself.
Yeah, man. Rudy, Tompa, Tony Kamika from Aqualita. And welcome, brother Michael. You know, definitely want to hear your story.
Tony coming?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember me?
Yeah, man.
Right. I'm
No,
there, you know? And glad to say there to talk to, you know, to hear your story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil, introduce yourself before me ask Mike a question. If you're there. Him there on mute still.
Well, we're going to leave him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But there, man. Yeah, Mikey, welcome to the chat.
Yes.
As Jelly said, me a Philip Any, a.k.a. Any Fowl, from Calbeck Avenue, Pembroke. And we're there in this late run to find out your story, because as Jelly said, and Andre too, I had no idea you was a Pembrokeite. So we look forward to hearing your story. So without further ado, let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I went to Pembroke. When I went to Pembroke at Carrawina Avenue, our house was the first house that them built in a 2-bedroom on Carrawina Avenue. Everything on the right-hand side, going up to the boulevard, was an open land with just the side of the house, them bring them and put them down, because you know the house, them call them, what them call it, them
Prefab.
the whole side.
Prefab.
Yeah, prefab house.
Yeah, man.
And right-hand side, them start put them together. Our house was the first one. It was right in front of Marywood Avenue. And that is where it started.
And what number car winner was that, Mikey?
That was 35 Carrawina Avenue.
So the first house from Carrawina built right in the middle of Carrawina, then them never built number one?
It's about 5th. Well, number one, go up to Ushba, the church, the church, where the homeland for the church was. That's how it starts.
That had open Bible church. And a church over there at the time.
No. Open Bible church come afterwards. You used to just walk through and go to the boulevard.
Yeah.
That was before the bridge, Bill and the gully and all that.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Just 2-lane highway.
Yeah.
We call it Nylon Road.
Yeah, Raleigh Briscoe tell us on Nylon Road that you see him. I never even know that, yeah.
Raleigh. Yeah. So we used to, that from there, from Nylon Road, going up the boulevard to spot Pembroke start, you had the entrance to Pembroke was right there. On the other side of the road, you have the big driving theater. Now, you used to come in at the entrance there and make a right and come and then make a left. Make a right again, and that is Pembroke Drive.
Yeah.
Thermoplastic over on the right and Pembroke on the left.
Yeah.
Coming
Yes.
to where them have a open land now. And the school on one side. Where the school was the open land. You take shortcut and walk through there in the Marvel on West Main Drive.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So that was home. But when I was there in Pembroke, I wouldn't dare come up and go walk up and down because my father on a bicycle in Deadly. And my grandmother, which is the mother-in-law, they never used to talk. So my grandmother used to come, and she should come down Petatram, just after past Briscoe's. And when she reached the corner for come back Pembroke, Papa Carwin Avenue, which is stop at to watch the gate. And then the first man will push him out through the gate. She come round the corner, and when the old man come now, she just stay in the house and, boy, I can't take the pig to them, and him just call me out and just hold me to put up my ear, and we get a bus ass. No, it's the plenty of inside the house now. Because it's a 2-bedroom house, and I had my grandmother there. My mother and father, they used to control the front bedroom, and the kids control the second bedroom. You had 3 girls. One was my sister, and the other 2 was cousin. And you had 3 boys. One, my brother, my little brother. You probably know him from Pembroke School. And a cousin.
Where brother named Mikey and your cousin?
Brother named Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
He used to go Pembroke School and until him started go Johnstown Primary School. And the other one named Mikey. He was Michael to Michael Waters. His father go England and leave him with your mother.
Oh, that's your cousin?
What was his last name, Michael? Michael what?
Michael Waters. Them call him Blackmouth.
Walter's a big part of my family is Walters, you know. Him probably is a cousin.
You see, you know? See what I mean now?
So you have a older brother, Mikey?
No, he wasn't my brother. But everyone think he was a brother. His name Michael Waters. But I am Michael London Jr. My father was Michael London Sr. Him was Michael London, Michael Waters. So them call him Mikey, them call me Junior, and the old man is the old man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There are 3 Michael in the same house.
So hold on. So you was the oldest one?
No. Him was a year older than me.
No, man, not your cousin me attack. For brother and sister, you are the older one?
No. I have an older sister. The older sister was Guinea.
Okay.
And younger sister now, she was born while I was in Pembroke.
Oh, so she have her Pembroke birth right then. We now have to check her birth certificate then.
Yeah. My mother was a conductor at GOS at the time.
What's your sister name? Hold on, Mike. What's your sister name?
Well, she named Rose Ginnell. Rose Ginnell Brown.
Okay.
Used to go. She and Raleigh sister was key. Because one of them sisters I used to go and was one go and I think I 2 of them go Alpha. Excelsior. Yeah, so that was where we come from.
So hold on. Step up back a little bit. Where I come from? I moved from a Pembroke in 1960. What community did I come from?
I was born, and I know myself, at 1A Lincoln Crescent. And we moved from Lincoln Crescent when I was about 4. I would spend about first 3-4 years of my life was at Lincoln Crescent.
Mm-hmm.
And then Henderson Avenue, 60 Henderson Avenue, top Walton Park Road.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
You
yes.
run from Walton Park Road right out to Seaward Drive. My father, Kasha, my father used to in mother live on Kasha Crescent, Kasha. So
Yes.
it was close. You just walk down the road and turn right and our grandmother. We went to Henderson Avenue. It was a short stay at
Mm-hmm.
60 and we went from 60 Henderson Avenue. We go Pembroke.
Mm-hmm.
And why? When you want to go to Waterhouse, you just go out the boulevard and go behind driving theater and go down in the gully and come out.
Mm-hmm.
And we take number 8 bus.
Mm-hmm. From Waterhouse.
And we drop me right at my grandmother's house.
Yeah. So when you move from Pembroke, what does Pembroke like compared to where I come from, a Lincoln Road?
Where me I come from,
Yeah.
it was like moving from Pembroke now to Cherry Gardens.
Well, you say Pembroke was Cherry Garden in the 60s? For you?
No,
No,
but for me,
for you, yeah, where I come from, yeah, so it feel like a Cherry Garden move come.
yeah,
Yeah.
my father. Well, the only thing is, it's far. When you have to take bus, and when I used to go to Jonesboro Primary School, you know. So when I go to school, I take bus go downtown, I take Patapan go downtown, go for Kwati, and then you have to take the 40 bus to
Yeah.
Pembroke for 4 pence halfpenny. And the Kwati and the 4 pence halfpenny make 6 pence. So every day you get 6 pence for your bus fare and lunch money.
Mm-hmm.
When we get lunch money, but when them are bonus slush, you can pay 100 pence, and for the week you get bonus slush every day.
Yeah, you'll get your bolo.
Hold on, Mikey. Where you get that name? Where that name they come from? Because I hear about Bola Slush show. How that name they originate?
Hello, but I tell you something. I understand the meaning of bonus slush, and if you had the pleasure of tasting bonus slush and experiencing bonus slush, you will know why they call it bonus slush.
Exactly. That's true. That is very true, my God.
Because I take them take 1 pound of saltfish and make a stew with it for serve about 10 primary school. So when you get yours, the yeast build up the saltfish, and you might have a chance. You might see a piece of saltfish skin swim out in your shirt.
But some of the bolo slush used to have all curry and all them type of thing, right? You know.
All of the bottle slush have curry in it. Because them things in there for make it taste a certain way. And when the truck come up and it come, you drop one pan of bottle slush and two pan reach. One having the curry, the slush, and one is the rice.
It's the rice, yes.
You go to the next school and you drop when I see in a school, when I the central branch one, all of them. But
well, Tompa would be familiar with that. We were St. Aloysius youth, so they didn't have the bolo readily available at Aloysius. You know?
Oh yeah.
Aloysius So I went to Pembroke, to Jonestown Primary School. I used to take bus go down there and take bus go back in the evening. until my father, my old lady put together a small change, and then she buy a Hillman Minx.
Yeah, minx, man. Yes, sir.
To pay oh, about £40, I think she paid for it. But the car is most of the time push the car, you know.
Yeah, push start.
Yeah, and I remember one time, one morning, I got go my father was as a chauffeur. So, you know, him was, one morning, we go work, and you know, the back, me sit down, I have to put my 1 foot up on the little rail where the drive shaft run through, and one on the corner of the car, and watch the road. And I'm very careful that my foot not drop out through the bottom.
Well, no floorboard now down there.
No. And when the cardboard get wet, rain fall, and him one drive through plug, splash up, and the cardboard gets wet. So you, but hey, it's my father car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you never have to take bus.
Cool.
I own
So
car that. I own car, man. I own things, yeah.
and the bicycle park at the house.
But
Meantime,
you know what? Just like I own house, you know, I moved that side. I feel like Cherry Garden. Like I moved from a Pembroke. I own house. I rate how my people used to live in a rent house where I live in now.
Lord, later on, that's another story. So,
but Michael, you mentioned that you would go Waterhouse and go to Gully and go take the bus. What was the vibe like leaving Pembroke and going to Waterhouse to get the bus? It was school runnings or it was aggressive?
you're not thinking about no vibes and no. Nobody not trouble you.
Back in them days, yeah.
You say the Waterhouse a bad man and nobody not trouble you. Westmill Drive, when me used to get my bicycle fixed, the bicycle shop man up on Westmill Drive. You know? And we look, no, Pembroke, Carolina Avenue, right down to 3 bedroom. On the left is Patrick City, and on the right is Pembroke.
Yes.
When you reach at the end of Carolina Avenue, you have 2 bedroom done, and you have 3 bedroom in Pembroke. This now is hey, it's 3 bedroom. The people who live up there, them is Mr. and Mrs. Brown.
You mean like up at Annandale and Aqualite and
When you just know yourself, know your place. So when you're up there,
Where's uptown that?
that is uptown. and you have Annandale Avenue, Aqualitaville Avenue. Annandale Avenue run same like Carolina Avenue, right down
to Gully.
Right down against the gully. But that time it was a little gully, little monkey gully. It wasn't the big sandy gully.
Yeah.
Right.
And we know, humble, but them time you must know that to me as a little youth, my mother house, Pembroke, that was a joy for me. That was a joy for me, Pembroke.
A joy for the whole of we to Mikey.
And I must, man. No more wood floor for polish down and scrub with the brush.
Oh,
terrazzo tile now.
Here's something now. School. I went to school. I went to a good school. I went to St. Margaret's Prep. My mother, I work at GOS, and them tell her St. Margaret's Prep is good school for God. It was on Retirement Road.
Yes.
Little bit below Bruce's.
Yeah, the man know where Bruce there. That's why I tell people about that Bruce is there.
Yeah, Bruce's.
Yeah,
And
man.
at St. Margaret's Prep, you find that me kind stand out because the people who go to St. Margaret's Prep, when the mother and father drop them in a car, it's them own car. Them drop them in a. Me have to come from bus. So and me never know nothing at all about reading, nothing at all about writing. And Miss Berry was a very, very strict teacher. When I go in front of the class, you read out and you get every student have a chance. You stand up in front of the class and you read from the book, you practice reading, and you stand up in front of the class and you say, they, ah, and
Over grumbling between.
and okay, and you know, and Jones come up, and Jones in read him, and that is what I was going through. But somebody said to my mother, "Why Jonestown Primary School? That is school because." And my mother, something driving a ferry that we must go to Jonestown Primary School, and she got me and my brother down to Jonestown Primary School. I said, Lord, Jonestown Primary School. Jonestown, my body area, man. But I forgot to school. One day, a little incident happened. I got school, Jonestown Primary School, put a potter, and I get interested. I set thing called Cub Scout. So after I met Jonestown Primary School about 4 months, we joined Cub Scout, and that did nice. And some they have a new headmistress at Jonestown Primary School coming to Jonestown Primary School. So they have a Cub Scout. We set up an attention. She walk and inspect, and me have a khaki suit, and we just the Cub Scout. You have a little hand for it. And we never used to, they couldn't buy uniform.
You never have no scarf.
Or you never have a uniform.
Me have the scarf, me have the hat.
You have the scarf. Yeah, man.
Yeah. But me still have my short khaki pants. And she inspect the student them with a straight line. And as the one passed me so, I dropped down faint.
What?
Because the lunch money, man. When you and you want to a shop lunchtime, you have to pinch the lunch money because the border slush thing we couldn't deal with it, you know. So when the pass out of school, them sent for my father. My father ride a bicycle, come home first. But my father was a chauffeur for Percy Jr.
Oh,
Percy
June.
Percy Jr. have a brand spanking new Cadillac.
And what Percy Jr. now? What Percy Jr.
Yeah, man,
Mikey?
At that
John
time,
Junior father, man. Them man
No.
grew up in the same district as my father, you know, Senton, you know.
Percy Jr. was the richest single man in Jamaica at the time.
Yeah, man.
That the Matalan them coming. But Percy Jr. in get rich through Pimento.
Yes.
But to come back to him.
Yeah.
When I pass out of school and them lift me up and carry me upstairs, I'm laying down and them call my father at work and Mr. Junior said, you can drive the car and go on. And him drive the Cadillac, come at Jonestown. Drive to school. Come upstairs in the classroom. I'm lay down, them put two desks together, you know me, that tall fella. So I lay down grass with that and them come in and when them come in, Jonestown Primary School, you have the headmistress and you have the tyrant. The tyrant, her name was Edna Mae Somers. She was a teacher. If you get in a problem and them say, go to Miss Somers, that is which part the first bank robber come because the boy know him gone free. He prefer that life more than for dealing with Somers. So everybody avoid with Somers. The father come to school, where him is, and him come silly, walking in Miss Somers classroom, and she look across upon him, and him look upon her, and she said, Juicy, him say, Edna, rotate, how you do? And them hug up. And I said, Lord have mercy, we're dead now. Brethren, make it even worse. Edna Mae Somers live at 11 Pembroke Drive.
Wow. So you couldn't hide at all then, Mikey?
Lord have mercy now.
You're not trouble now.
But I give up taking me to school now. In the mornings, 6 o'clock in the morning, I have to find myself at Miss Somers' yard. I'm going to take the bus to go to school.
Because she carry go to school, yeah.
She said, oh, Edna, spare the rod. Don't spare the rod. Boy, she said, all right, no problem, man. In 1 year, she moved me from 3B right up to our class and I'm putting in a chair with a little bench seat and says, you go and sit down there, so. When she gave homework to one man, we get double homework. Every evening I go home, I wash my khaki clothes and iron them dry. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Iron them wet, dry. And go school, in the scan, and go school for lunchtime. She said, till it reached a stage where them say, hey, come here, man, give me your lunch money. And any over say, I'll give an argument. I'm going to tell me so much. All right, and I pay up. Because when them tell me so much, my ass is grass. Here, a pass scholarship. Whoa, pass scholarship. Them send me a school in Canabar. I don't know about the barbarians up here, but I never select that school. I didn't select KC because I wanted to go KC because I like the tie. And them put me a Calabar. I said, no, I'm not going to Calabar. So they transfer it and then send me to KC. And that is where I start wonder what this thing about now. Not to learn this and not to learn that and start hustle.
Hold on, Mikey, before you get into the KC thing, I'll come to that. Who are some of the people who come up from Pembroke after you? Because you sound like you're the first man from Carwin. Who moved come up from Pembroke after you, where you remember?
I would probably remember the Harry stayed next door to me. And the Mitchell was a big family. They used to live on Marywood Avenue. The first house was Marywood Avenue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Parai. Four of them, Joe. Four boys and 4 girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had next door, then you had Clover Cole, Sakol and Data. And then even go the States from way back in the 70s. Yeah, the big taps of them. One of them, he made big, the kind of big Frank, yeah, Frank, and Lord have mercy. Frank did go crazy. He smoked over weed and he go crazy. He was terrorized place. And George was a aspiring Engelbert Company.
Yeah, a big head George.
Yeah. Yeah, the Yahweh at a church, at some Yahweh's little flock, he called himself. He used to live right behind Blake in front of Mitchell there. Yeah, in behind Blake. And then you had the girls, them two, the family girls, them St. Hughes and thing up at the other end, Marywood. You have June over Chittenham Avenue. She went to St. Hughes. And Pan Ketatan, where rather
Briscoe.
You have Thelma and Juanita, Thelma and her two sisters.
Yes.
Now, see, Anglesey Avenue, they have a special deal. Out of the end of Pembroke Drive and Anglesey, you have Woody King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Irish King.
Woody King was a God bless his soul. Coming down now, you have Pat Satchmo and Dudley. I don't know if you're familiar with Pat Satchmo.
Yes,
Pat,
man.
he used to sing and one like him a Satchmo, sing like
a Satchmo, yeah, exactly.
Pat's sister used to have a boyfriend who is known now as Family Man Barrett.
Yeah, man, them live next door to the tall of them.
There you go. Yeah, the tall of them.
Yes.
Come down to the end and turn on Carwin and now you had live TV. Even a brother who was very dainty.
Very dainty.
Love it.
That's the word I'm going to start using here. I love that, Mikey. Go ahead. No?
Yeah, man. The man was dirty. He used to be a good friend of mine. When I say a friend, I want to make it clear. He was a friend because he was in the business and me had to deal with the business.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and Mr. Whitlam had a truck and a bus or something, truck. He had a son, a daughter who was deaf and dumb. Beside him was Miss Dixon. Now, that Miss Dixon should play a very important role in my life. Miss Dixon was the headmistress to Aloysius High School.
Yeah, our son was the head.
Oh, yes.
You remember Dixon?
Yeah,
Thumper?
man. Yes.
He was the head boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. You know what I'm doing?
No.
I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm looking at him right now. In my hand, hold on. Miss Dixon was very proper and she spoke very, young man, what are you doing there? And blah, blah, blah.
Michael, she never teach before she become headmistress.
Well, I know. She was teaching before. She was teaching then.
Yeah.
And then, but I don't want to speak out of turn, but I will talk anyway.
Yeah, man.
Miss Dixon lived in the house with her husband and Beulah and her mother. Beulah was a girl from the country that comes stay with her. And her mother was her mother. And they were very pleased that they lived very Miss Dixon run the family. You know, she speaks properly. Young man, what are you doing there? And when you go to hear, you're not putting it in. Yes, can I help you? And, you know, no, Miss Dixon never had children. And I don't know why she never had children. But she had a friend who had a daughter. And she adopted the daughter, bring home the girl, the 3-year-old baby. Sweet, sweet Lord. No, whoa. Sweet little baby. Bring her home. But she subsequently had a son 3 years after that. The son was called Andrew Dixon.
Mm.
I have in my hand right now the memorial service they had for Andrew Dixon, the 28th of October. The 26th of November, 2022.
Wow.
He died in Miami.
Yeah, wow. Didn't even
But
know that.
a doctor subsequently became she was a good looker, you know. My man looked on her one time and it foot curl up. And that's exactly what happened to me 30 years after that.
Yeah, she used to teach me in grade 4.
Yeah.
Why
And
should I whoop your ass, man?
you know where she's now?
No.
Okay. The baby that she adopted became the mother of my child, my son. My
Wow.
son is now 33 years of age. Miss
Wow.
Dixon, she moved from Pembroke and went to live on Reynolds Road, right across from Calabar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hillary Avenue.
Eh?
Hillary Avenue, the road name.
Yeah. Right in the corner of that on Reynolds Road.
Mm-hmm.
And she's coherent and she have a lady look see with her, look after her. And that is where she is now. Her husband then, people are
But
there.
she,
I did not even know Mrs. Dixon live at Pembroke.
but let me ask you something now. You said she was headmistress at Alawi. That was after Sister Fidelman and the nuns?
Yeah.
Because in my tenure, Sister Fidelma was the headmistress when I was there.
And she used to teach grade 4, man, Mrs. Dixon. That's
I
what
know
I'm saying.
Mrs. Brown was one of the grade 4, and Mrs. Goff
Mrs. Goff, yeah.
was 4A. Mrs. Brown was 4B. I don't. Yes, no, I remember Mrs. Dixon. Yeah, but is she? You remember? So her son Andrew he was one of the students as Edward that was assigned a cane. And when they used to walk around with the cane and I'll whip you. Very neatly dressed all the time, and
that is all. Still same way. When you go to, I saw the last time I went to Jamaica in February, go back there my virgin. And them have her out on the veranda, she bring her out, sit down and eat her ice cream and still young man. What, you don't bring something for me? What happened here?
Still
Bring
proper. Still prim and proper.
man proper, same way.
Wow.
Andre,
Yeah.
you're right about Mrs. Goff. It's Mrs. Goff I was thinking. It taught me in grade 4A. Yeah.
Yeah, man. She used to beat like crazy, man.
Just to soak the cane. To soak the cane in the water by the thing. And bust your ass.
Make it that. Well, Mikey, I ask you a question about a man because I want to know. You know much?
Lord have mercy. All right, now,
Well,
hold on.
you ever tell
Hold
me
on.
why you say Lord have mercy here, Mikey?
Hold on. We at Marywood Avenue. We're going down Carolina Avenue. You had Panga Tony next door to left of me. You had the Ariats. Next door to the inn, next door to the Ariats, a little man where quiet and, you know, you had to hear him. Beside him, you have the bread man, Victor Green, and his brother. Victor was always problem. Beside Victor Green, you had this guy in died the other day. He owned electronic space. I left. He moved from there, and years later, I run into him in our place in Houston, Texas. His name we can't remember his name now. Was a good friend of mine, but with the dementia and everything, we not do remember his name. And beside him, you have a lady named God Nothing. She had a big daughter and a son. Beside her, you had a open line in the road go around the open line and go down. And on the open line, the same Carolina Avenue, you have three houses. The middle one had Fatty and his little brother. And an older brother was Much.
Really?
Glenn,
And the Taylors was next to him, right?
yeah, the tailor, we jump past the tailor and go to him. Because the tailor, them really, them don't have anything like, them no troublesome like
Yeah.
the land.
No.
Well, it's behind the paid wall stuff that Andre.
Oh, them well behaved.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
man.
I got you. Church people, them.
Well, there's some entertainment. There's always some entertainment with the last son and the father. Sometimes them get into some heavyweight fight. You know,
So one more I know, Mikey. Much come up from a car in the mother and father.
I don't remember, but must be because it's the three brothers them in the house. What happened to one? I don't know. The big one, Fatty, I think him dead. But Mudge was in Pembroke same way up until in recent times.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Well, when I say recent times, you're talking about 20 years ago.
Yeah, he was there after 20
Up to
years
recently.
ago.
Up to recently.
Mudge is a weed man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yes, man. The resident cutter for Pembroke, man.
Good brethren.
I
tell you.
And for the record, Michael, you know much right name?
For the record, Mudge. Fatty the name. Glenn Dixon. No. We didn't know him, but it's gone.
Yeah, a nickname full of Pembroke, man. You know, go through.
Right at right at Moji, you had Rosal Avenue going
Yes.
up to Pembroke Drive.
Yeah.
Avenue had
Well, it go up to what's that street behind PS3? It never go all the way out to
Yeah, it's
Pembroke Drive.
separated empty that Mikey, yeah.
Chipnam Avenue,
Chipnam Avenue, Chipnam.
Rose. What used to good night with Rosal and what was very strange. He used to have the man them where he used to hang out with out of Moji and with Poor Blind and the rest of them, the other things so on the left hand side. But right at Rosal Avenue, the first house on the right was Sergeant Prawl.
Rawl is my family them that no.
Rawl is a no nonsense policeman.
Yes, man.
No nonsense policeman. And I think in reach up to sergeant, up to inspector, I think, before
Yeah,
I'm
man,
dead.
him a assistant superintendent, likely, man, or senior superintendent.
And coincidentally, Raz, his younger brother, was in the country. Was in the country at the time, I think.
Which one? Do you mean by Guys Hill?
No, in come to him was, I don't know where him from, but it was the head of Nestle Jamaica,
Okay.
because my daughter's mother used to work with him. He was a little boy to Rod.
To Freddie Rawl, yes, his younger brother.
And further up as you go up Carolina Avenue, I will see you there. Right up to Pinnacle, Pinnacle Close was a dead end. Further up
Yes.
on the left side. And you had a shop and Pinnacle Close.
And there was a shop there, that's right.
I try remember would I try to find out where the shop they don't pan empty.
Pinnacle Close was the first one after Cardival, right? Because there was there was another close further up, I think it was called Windsor Close.
Yes, must be. But come back down to Rosal Avenue. When you Rosal Avenue out to Pembroke Drive, on the road, you have like that on Jeremy. You have down in the past. And you have Scotty did went in there. The road after that, you just got the name, I think. Well,
Chipnam.
Cardival.
Chipnam.
Carnival.
Oh, Cardival, yeah.
Scotty, him come from country and him come join the police force. When Trinity did invent, years after that, he was part of Trinity gang.
Good.
Okay.
But them Jeremy and Champion, them put together the footballer them of Pembroke, because I like me, you never even come here walking. The only thing we use the football field for, we used to take shortcut and walk across from one end to the other.
Oh, you never play a ball, eh?
Every evening, them play ball there until them start build up. The first thing them build was a cleaners. and a club, a cleaners in the open land. When I went there in a February, it was Lord.
Them have a
It looked
open building over there now, man. Open.
like everything there.
Yeah. It's
And
like a mall.
them is which part of school there.
Yes.
And when my days of primary, school was just below. But by the time the school built up and then we start spend time up in a 3 bedroom section because I got involved with the youth, a youth group at St. Mary's Church, which
Okay.
was run by Dan Taylor.
Yeah, man. Dan Taylor. Yes, of course.
Dan Taylor came to KC where I went, and he was a Irish teacher first, the Dan T, until he became the headmaster at KC. I did master. Something I did. And
Yeah,
Dan
me have.
introduced me to St. Mary's Church. But when Dan Taylor would decide to get married to this woman who was a divorcee, the church said, oh, no. You can't marry
them frown.
and the next man take the virgins already. So him decided to leave the church and leave the church and get married to her and go abroad. And
He was
that is,
living up in Mount Vernon
yeah,
until he passed.
he passed. When he passed, Ernie Garden took over St. Mary's.
Oh, from St. Mary's Church, Reverend Ernie Garden. Yeah.
Ernie Garden
Yeah.
was sitting in at St. Mary's Church for Dan Taylor. He went away and go study and come back. And when he leave then permanently, Ernie come back again. Ernie Garden. No, Ernie Garden, he was a beautiful human being. One thing with Ernie Garden that most man would know, Ernie Garden was a driver.
Really?
Ernie Garden was a driver. When Ernie Garden drive and him brought, nowadays them a call it them up on a corner and bad driving and burn tire pan and them things. Them trying to put a stop to that in LA right now. But when Ernie Gardner drive, oh, yeah, and is the rectory was at Copper Drive.
Yeah, right at the boulevard there, and Mullines Road. Yeah.
Come on, Copper Drive and
Mullines Road.
Mullines.
Yeah.
No, make I come back to Pembroke. When them had the Florian, Pembroke take a beat.
1963.
1963, yes.
Pembroke take a beat because them flood my house where I live. My house had in 4 foot of water. And 4 foot of water was enough that we couldn't go net. And it flooded the place. When they decided that they're going to build a gully from the other gully up at the foot of the hills, will come down from Reynolds Road, and the water come down and run along in the gully and go down to meet it ended up down when the body really.
Riverton City.
No, not River. It's a River. A River. I think it's called River City.
Well, Seaview.
Yeah, or Seaview.
Yeah, Seaview, you're right. Seaview, not Riverton City. Seaview. Yeah.
Then the guy decided that they went build the gully and they went run behind Pembroke Hall, cross Washington Boulevard, and go join up with the one where come down Rellis Road and come down and do all of that go to the sea.
Yeah, down a river.
Out of,
Yeah,
Seaview, yeah.
but they going to build a massive gully. And then them start dig the gully, the sandy gully. That was a long, drawn out program.
yeah, boy.
So how long that gully take for build, Mikey?
No, that take long, man. It's about them build that gully about I would say I could be wrong. About 2 years.
Oh, so them a work quicker than all the China them a work at Jamaica, you know.
The China them now build the gully. They want build road. They have to adhere to certain things, you know. Gully and gully. And the gully build when them get slab. I mean slab make the wall. Because when them start building the gully, the first thing them do, I shouldn't say the first thing them do, them build the side of Pembroke from Washington Boulevard up the line, and then build from Washington Boulevard down to Seaview Gardens.
Yeah.
Underneath the road, Washington Boulevard used to run on the left hand side. Them build a bridge to accept the gully. You follow me?
Yeah.
Under the bridge was still there, block up. It never leak out yet. And a piece of rainfall. A piece of rainfall, and all the water come right down. And the gully did full like a fish pan. It to about 2 foot from the top. That is how much water is in there. And the water turned brown and man swim it and all kind of stuff. This. Because for some reason they couldn't leak out underneath the
Under the boulevard, that.
no. Until eventually them finish the bridge and then cut out a little section to make it leak out and run down, and then clean it out. But that caused all the people in a Jamaica, in a Pembroke, Jamaica, in a Pembroke, to build up them secure them back fence. Because from them fence to the edge of the gully, you had a road where they used to drive on the road to inspect this and inspect that. And various points span it. Them had build a bridge where people can walk across way down at the end. And that is later in the latter days of Pembroke. No, I go Pembroke now and man, oh, Boulevard Driving Theatre. You know the place?
Yeah, man. Yeah, then
Yes,
Rather Brisk gonna talk about it, say man over there used to sell.
Hold on, man. Boulevard Driving Theatre went from Boulevard Drive-In, where you pay and the people pay and go in and watch them show, to them have 3 entrances to drive-in theater. You have the entrance, the legitimate entrance where car can drive, go in, and people can walk, go in. You have a gate at the back over where the car park, down to the end, a water outside. Man, them broke down the wall, and them farm a gate this up. Them collect from them people this up. You pay 20 cents and 10 cents and 20 cents this up. And then you have a place over in a Pembroke entrance. In the gutter, you walk in the gutter. Now sometimes you walk in there and it's pure mud. And it come out into a pond in front of the screen.
In front of the screen.
Yeah. You have the screen, the big screen up there. And then you have a pond, a circular pond. And then you have people sit down and watch the movie. And the pond fence around. But in the side of the pond, you have a hole where you come out so, and you come up. And you go and clear. But most of the time, you go in there, you're full of mud. What you do now? They used to run the shots them, and then them have intermission, and you eat, and then them start run the movie, and the place going to darkness. When them run and the place going to darkness, you only someone comes out with a flashlight, a walk through, and just look for the man with mud on the foot.
Anybody with mud.
Both your ass. Boss your ass. When you see them, when them are coming, you see the man in the dark, and them are chip.
And I look for your mother foot.
Yeah. And the man with the mother foot high. That was Boulevard Drive. Boulevard Drive theater run till them run out of money. The place stop. You say the boy, they're good. But when you check a stand, them don't collect the money at the gate.
They couldn't collect the money at all. That's why. I'm going to ask you, what year that closed down, Mikey?
I don't remember. Because you find that they collect legitimate money at the gate. But you have 1 or 2 man where, bite the pot and them turn in. But the vast majority of the people them
not pay.
Walk at the gate. And them walk and I think them have another gate too. Then we have 2 back gate. Because they have rivalry man are letting them friend them and blah blah them have a next gate. So them go and go
and you have someone who go in a car trunk.
No, that's the least.
So a lot of gate receipts was forfeited.
Yeah, so them close it down. We start with them and start go back. I started going to Harborview driving. And every weekend we go Harborview driving. Every weekend. Sometimes we drive to Harborview driving alone. But it was a Sunday night thing for me. Driving and watching, eat. And one night I go driving alone. I did have a Mini at the time. And my habit are going to drive and move, whether it be with people or without people. I go early, eat the food, second show, sit on same place.
Yeah,
show start.
That used to go on enough though. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Show start and fast asleep. One night I go there and I alone drop asleep, push out my foot to the front window of the car because the Mini is a small car for me and to get that sleep position. Never really, drop asleep, I'm kick off my boots and show done, everybody gone, and all me here is, hello, sir. Hey, time to go. I said, oh, I feel still embarrassed. I said, oh, and I jump the car and run and I drive. When I reach out near near the harbor view where the water.
The roundabout?
No, where them being.
Oh, mineral?
Yeah. Me forget me boot. Me kick off my boot out through the window. My wheel in it and drive back. When we go back over there, driving and this whole darkness. And I said, pam, 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 blow me on, pam, pam, pam. Hello, hello, nobody not paying no man. Hello. Come out and squeeze through and go inside there and decide to go search for the boot. I'm on here.
Where's some Doberman?
When I dash, that was one pair of shoes that I said bye-bye to.
Where's a quarry was a boy to you when you run left that?
I never forget that. That was a...
May I ask you something, Mikey? You know the Lows them? Dr. Henry Low and the Low brothers them from Pembroke?
From Carawina.
I know the name. I know Low. I know the name. I know the name, man.
Me understand the music about Carawina. Never like you, I never even know that.
I know the name.
Henry was the older brother. I forget what the younger brother, our brothers, what their names were, are. Some of them play football and things. But what was the gentleman that Raleigh tell us about from the driving, Lance?
Yeah, Raleigh talk about a man who used to live at Marvale, where used to sell slightly damaged underwear. Downtown.
What name?
Raleigh remember him name.
They call him slightly damaged.
I don't remember, I know. I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know if his name was the concession man or his name was the ticket man at the driving.
Yeah, he was the man in the bottom. I come on a proper beat, you know. Yeah.
Safi.
Yeah.
I know Safi. I got them called Safi. Used to, that's the only one I can remember.
Yeah, I don't know if I see man Raleigh at all, but Raleigh themselves used to call him. But him all buck in the head if you call him that name there, I'll say.
Slightly damaged.
I must have slightly damaged underwear. Woman's underwear myself.
Slightly damaged.
That's Michael, yeah.
Raleigh was a big man to me, you know. Me a little boy, I go to school and me never used to go out.
But you remember enough. You remember enough things. So I look a man, as I look a boy, as I say.
No, I only remember. But the talk as them come to me.
Yeah. So you remember the man used to sell fish for last minute Prince?
Last minute. What kind of fish?
Pet fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Pet fish.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a virgin that, man. Yeah.
I start food on in 1971. 1970, my youth club. which was St. Mary's Youth Club, had a giant thing with Pembroke Youth Club. Pembroke Youth Club, it belonged to Our Lady Angels Church.
Oh, it was Our Lady of the Angels?
Yeah. And my church, St. Mary's, had a thing with them. And we meet up at Pembroke Church. That
For the
time,
Methodist Church.
yeah, that time you have people like Alone and the whole affair of tribulation.
Yeah,
And
that are the wood that me attack.
yeah. Alone are my good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Good friend. And all of them, you know, Alone and our sister, then our mother and our father. Our father, he's judging nobody. That is it. But our mother was my good friend. And she still is, and she dead now, but the family still, move closer to the family.
Okay.
And Tony Laurie, Jean Laurie Chin, yeah, Francis was with the same church there. So, Only the Angels. She and one of the pastors of the church get involved and them disappear and go abroad, get married. And guess what? He dead. Dropped down and dead.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Shortly after the marriage?
Well, you can't say shortly because no one's shortly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You had Tony Laurie, and he was the only the brother. And you had Sandra, you had Jean Laurie Chin, and Francis. And the father did in a wheelchair, and he dead, and subsequently the mother passed on. But you had to lower them. You had Freddie Green, Chimpy,
I
and
Chinkwi.
who that?
eh?
No, me that say you
Chinkwi.
who that Andre?
Chinkwi.
Oh, Chinqui, yes. Yeah. You have a Chinqui in my class, a girl, Jacqueline.
No,
I got
not Chimpy. A guy named Chimpy. His name was
oh
Chimpy.
Chimpy. Okay.
He is a doctor. In the mobile, He's a big thing mobile. And Freddie Green, Freddie father was in I think he was to work with Bank of Jamaica or something like that. You have Freddie Green and Johnny Green. Johnny dead. Johnny was my brother. And his sister, you have Jack, in my two big sister. But in Savlamar, in our place in Savlamar, he was a lawyer down there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And them start the youth club thing, and me go up there and go back up on this chick and claim say boy I'm in love. And the chick just licked me off my foot completely. And she and alone a friend.
What's her name, Dan?
Yeah.
No, and him carrying a deer.
What? Then our brother in a company program, Mikey. Lancy.
Lance?
Yes, Lancy company program.
Lance and Robert was in Jamaica quite recently, and I was trying to meet up with
Yes,
them.
they were. Exactly.
And I couldn't. I did a express trip, but I'd love to see where them going. Yeah, Karen is the only one there. Our father died, and He was a policeman and he was selling insurance. And then our mother died. Our mother was like Miss Dixon.
Very proper.
Young man, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, man, Thumper know them good, man. A Thumper.
Yeah, Lancey.
Yeah.
Yeah, me get involved with up here, so. And Tony Ross, him family come live at Pembroke as a in live up at the top of Aquaditaville, the dead up Aquaditaville Avenue, the last house on the right. And Mikey Pinero, he live at
Chesterville. Clydesdale.
Clydesdale.
Clydesdale. When you go down about the fourth or the fifth house from the corner.
Yeah, from Pembroke Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Females was right in front of Chesterville.
No. It's not was right in front of Chesterville. If you coming down Chesterville Avenue and you look straight, and it is 1971, 72, you look straight down you look right down in a veranda, and on the fence, you see a guy sitting on the fence and smoke a spliff. That is Mikey. 1970. Today, not the year 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're traveling the same road and you look down, you see, you see the eight big people. That is in children. And on the fence around right there, saw smoke a spliff. That Rasta man there, that is Mikey.
It's same way.
No, not the same way. You have to look good to recognize it now because the hair, you know, that is Mikey.
But let me ask you something, Mikey. Let me ask you something. You live down at the bottom of Carwee now. In a 2-bedroom. Or you end up a 3-bedroom where Pineda live and the Adair them live. I say you love Walk Street.
I tell you, the church and the youth club, them other thing one night. And I go up there and a woman is a funny thing, you know. You go, you can't go there because I'm not speak properly. That is incentive. And here it is now. Mikey play guitar.
Yeah.
Me, I St. Mary's play guitar. St. Mary's folk group. I was a guitarist. And me and a guy named Kingsley Walker from in brother Piggy used to go to school with me. Anybody you in there? I was the guitarist with them, and when I leave, I play guitar for Jamaica folk singers one time, and Mikey was a bass guitarist. He was a guitarist, but he ended up playing bass guitar for a band that his older brother Rory was a part of. So him and Rory was in this band. The guy you in there, Tony Ghost and the Monarchs. When Rory Pineda leave the band, and then them running a problem, them come look a guitarist, and who was there? Me and Mikey Pineda. Them want a guitarist, but no one come and I go play with them. So for the next 2 years after that, I was the guitarist in Tony Ghost. The name changed from Tony Ghost and the Monarchs to the Tony Ghost Expression. I'm start tour them. So for the next 2 years.
Musician. You're another musician in Pembroke as well, Mikey.
Yeah.
Because Pembroke is full of musicians.
Yeah, but you used to have soapbox on the corners. All kind of people. All kind of people. Ting Stewart, that them come from all about. But it's Panga. Panga was the root of all evil.
That's a Tony right there, dog.
Come on. Panga was a drunkard to the man. The man they love Panga. My brother, Mikey, when my mother kick him out, the man Panga same way. He go leave a Seaview Gardens. Yeah, man. Panga was a key, was an instrument, was a drunkard to the man. Them come from all about. And Panga relative them, Earl Sutton was a Panga cousin. And the man they used to sing with used to come underneath this area to Shady Street.
Are you
You know,
family that Thumper?
eh?
So, where's that? Sutton? Earl
Yeah,
Sutton?
yeah. Yeah, man. Earl, I just have been over from Earl come out of that batch. And Panga, the dad used to sing one time. Everybody
Oh.
was when to be singing on Girls Man and Star and with some guy from Duane Park come and every evening and then when Panga did buy a prefect and then them stuff. And it was the hottest prefect in town.
Yeah.
My guy I doing the park name what name the poetry name I wonder where his name. Him have money. But I play with the band and that started a little excitement in my life.
And for the record, Andre, Panga, who Mikey talk about, me meet Tony Harriet in the 80s. The time them knew from Pembroke and over Portmore.
Yeah.
I mean him turn good friend and him need to come cook up. Him cook up wedding.
You know, you mentioned that, but I think Neville Naphtali did mention him too, right?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't never Naphtali didn't know Panga. I talk about him. But I know Panga good. I never knew was Panga, I know was Tony. I tell me same name Panga. Him tell me
Panga.
about the prefect, him tell me about the Mustang.
yeah, me about the prefect.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. And
hello.
you see, all the business when I tell this, I'm going to Andre, like cigarette and syrup and all them things there.
Yeah, Espanga was.
A Panga, my mentor, man. I for big him up.
Yeah, not tell about Panga. Panga, it used to go with school name don't know what name
Central Branch?
tutorial
Tutorial of Mullines Road. Okay.
tutorial. Anyway, when Panga start work, Panga worked as a big man before me left school. And when I started working when I was in third farm, my man at GOS started a thing where them employ 6 of the employees son them for holiday work who can do the job in a ticket office. And me was one of them. And that was the first real time I save money because 11 pound 10, hey, I would have bought and the other big people in the office, then I earn the same 11 pound 10, but then pay taxes.
How age was my guest? Still I got Casey at the time?
Yeah, I was in third farm.
I at work.
So
Yeah.
you'd have gone well then for yourself them time, man.
That is what spoiled me. That is what spoiled me. And me start when I done school now, fifth farm graduate, and I went go look at job. No, a real work now. When the pay my taxes and things. I get a job as a day one at the Ministry of Agriculture down on Hanover Street. And I go to work. First morning I go to work, I get a glass, a roll of toilet paper, and 2 coasters. One for the top and one for the bottom. Desk, that is my desk, and that is and that is my one. I say, okay, oh, what are going to do? I say, don't mind what you're going to do. You come to work, sign in the book here, so, and you sit down there. That is your life. When them call you, you are there. First day, second day, I go to them and say, listen, man, after 2 days now, I come and put on shirt and trousers and take bus come down here. We want something to do. I said, all right. And then transfer me to a branch just around the corner where I met a man named Percival Prince. The name ring a bell?
Only for your family that, Lance.
Never cousin. No.
I asked him, and Mr. Prince, give me a chart. I say, you see these people here? Every one of them, you're going to transfer all the names there, and this one. I said, all right. So that day, it was a Friday evening, and the day, Mr. Panga and Trevor Meikle, so the guy named Trevor Meikle, where Panga and Trevor Meikle come down at the place, come collect them insurance money from 2 people. I would say, hey, well, I'm start working for me. I said, and you get a drive with them go home. I tell them, I drive, and I think it's either Fee Mustang or Trevor Mustang. And I talk with him, but the candy bump tie. I said, boy, I don't want a job like that. I want a job. Something I said to myself. I say to him, say, boy, I don't want a job like that. You can wear a nice shirt and tie. And I said, make it talk to my boss. Because they might have people, and train them. And so the Monday morning, before we go work, we go with him and go up him office at Farnigala Insurance Company and introduce him to Edward Dixon in Bass. And Bass, talk, say. So after I'm done talking with him, at the time Tony gone for work, him said, yeah, if you want, you can start, you can start today. We say, yeah, man.
Right.
And then the man, them wheel out a whole piece back load of policy for me. First, we have to read the policy, them, study them, something to know what them about. I read policy till the stomach hurt me. Monday, Tuesday, I come, them test me, and read policy, and then drive around him and I show me all places where I would be when my time come. And Wednesday, I get a check. Wednesday, me not there at the place more than 2.5 days. The man them give me a check for $50. Box. Listen to me, man. I know I don't call them the ministry.
You don't call them for quit.
I don't call them. And I started insurance. We're big. Why me tie them up? Now I carry no because you know I car, but it was a lemon.
Yeah.
But somebody have to walk and park at the yard. And that is where I start. Insurance. But all that is taking place while me have my Pembroke runnings and my bridging of Pembroke and my Pinado and the youth club, and that is when I did start with the band. And subsequently, when band work come, why the woman them and the nights and the bleaching and the lights and the red road. Hey, that is another story. And that went on quite well until me and the girl, she just said, hey, you have to go. It was in the conscious era where everybody had talk about one must be conscious and this and that, and the era had given birth to people like Slogan Newland and Peter Phillips and them people like
Yeah.
Peter Phillips in dreadlocks.
Yeah.
And poor the Camino, we never know none because we feel like a little youth, we never know none. But the music thing, like that, recording and woman used to crazy and have a good time. That was me. And then 2 years after the second year, I realized why Mikey Peter and brother left the band. Because the man owed me some money. When me said, no, not, leave the band and me carry the guitar with me. The guitar was the band guitar. And me hold on to the guitar and say, well, I hold the guitar. And I was at home, no band. And I start going with this girl and she tell me all kind of things about she'll leave me and this and that and that. So I just say, you know what, I'm going to go back to school and I'll go down and check myself in the Jamaica School of Art and start wear slippers and tie-dye shirt and tie-dye marina.
Right. The artsy vibe.
And it was at that time when we were size 15 shoes, And in Jamaica, anywhere you go in Jamaica, the biggest size you can find is a size 13.
And what year this was, Mikey?
Okay?
What year this was?
This was 1973, 74.
Okay. Yeah.
So me I start go to school, I start make my own shoes.
Make shoes, right?
I couldn't find the size.
Yeah, I couldn't find my size, but the shoes them where I make now. Man start come to me to make shoes wear for school. And
make shoes for other people too.
I make shoes the people them at the art school where we fool around. Them no man wear shoes enough because them is arty, them is artistic. And you have a next set who is what them is. I say no further.
They are dainty.
Yeah.
A dainty with it.
So I had a problem now to identify which part I went for that road because when Barman Thief, Burton Rose,
Yes.
it's a microphone. And I was saying opening. The man said, right now, me is not one of their problems. And them start fight against me. I start go back to the days when I used to work at JOS. The job, them have the night shift. I do the same thing. So I get a job down there working in the night shift from five in the evening until 1:30 in the morning. So I go and work at JOS 5 in the evening, 1:30 in the morning, and I go to school till 5 in the evening till 11:30 at night. 11:30, 12 o'clock when the last bus run.
Yeah.
And I go to school in the day to 1 from 8 in the morning until 1:30 in the evening. And to me that could have worked because me in a hurry to leave my yard of Pembroke. And I eventually, the girl who me never work out certain things, which she did go country, but teach our school, and then she come back to town. And she was living at Georgia in a close apartment, and I go around there one day, go look for her, and I beg back for the work, but it never got me. And so I knew it from Georgia in a close. I say apartment, and I say, well, I could have arranged my apartment, and I go to the man and say, he rented the apartment for $100 a month. I said, well, $100 a month, boy, I rent. He said, all right, we'll take it. $100 a month apartment. The first month, I noticed the apartment, them when them sell them out, all of them, and them have a farm, Strata Corporation. And the Strata Corporation have the person in charge of this and that and then. So when I go pay my rent, the first month rent, I talk to the lady and say, this apartment here that them storing things in. She say, yeah, we still have that apartment. She said, I want to buy the apartment from you. So you can't buy the apartment because you have no track record of owing money and thing. And we said, what if I pay you $100 a month for 6 months? At the end of 6 months, I will have paid $600. And that is that track record. No, the track record, huh?
Yes. Real. A history that.
He said that I will put it and the next month when I come back to pay my rent, the board say, yeah, you can't pay rent for $100 a month. and I'm going to pay a second $100 for 1 year. So at the end of the year, they will have $1,200 for me, and I will have paid $1,200 for my rent. I say, yeah, we got a problem. Hence, the year done, I go to them, I said, now that the year finished, sell me the apartment. And I'm selling me the apartment, $11,900.
And which part of my apartment is it again, Mikey?
Georgiana Close apartment.
Where that there?
When you go down Mountain Avenue and
Okay.
you reach when you reach Excelsior, you turn right down the road.
Deanway Road?
You turn down the road, and the second road on the right is Georgiana Close.
Is the you know the Antrim area that's what I'm called Antrim around this, alright?
No. The Antrim are further down.
Okay.
That if the headmaster for Excelsior easy body, in disturb you.
Yeah. Yeah, you used to have the guard dog place, Calvin Mackenzie, in family they have like a place so them the train guard dogs and them something. You probably know the place, me at all.
You say Calvin
Yeah,
used to go to Johnstown for primary school, you know.
really. Bullet. Black Bullet.
Calvin used to go to Johnstown for primary school, and then Calvin leave. And he passed scholarship and go Excelsior GC.
Excelsior, I'm going.
Excelsior.
Yeah.
Him and Georgia me trust. And go Excelsior.
Yeah, man, Dimmy, of course, yes.
And in leave, in go play with a band. When we had SFA concert at Mego High School, I used to be with the KC band. Me, Devon Richards, Kurt Douglas.
Okay, Kirk, yeah.
A youth where he becomes he was the guitarist, the lead guitarist. In come school afterwards, transfer from one school, and then inner circle. Boy,
Yeah, man, Calvin is the inner circle.
Loose boy, them Calvin a play drum and Devon a play away. But Devon in a third farm. Actually, Devon play drum in a third farm for we. And when I leave and I was playing with Tony Ghost and the man asked the drummer was Devon.
Okay.
Devon Richardson. And Devon leave and Devon play for Light Parks. I think he start playing for Light Parks now. My lady, he was East drummer.
Light Parks and we the people band the attack.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We have another Excelsior and another band, Franklin Wall, Bobla, pan keyboards.
Yeah, but it look like him licking me.
Yeah, right. That me understand.
Bobla. You say Bobla and when name Lynn and Robbie Lynn.
Yes.
Robbie Lynn, them and Wyatt. Them man they look like when you play keyboard, it do something else, you know.
He mess up pairs.
Bobla was Bobla. The name Bobla?
Yes.
Think about it.
Where's that him pinch as it sing about champion Bobla? You remember that tune, Andre?
Yeah, man, champion Bobla, boy.
Yeah, I feel that, you know.
Oh.
Bobla, but Robbie Lynn, same way, you know. Robbie Lynn, he go a session and Robbie just did it. Take a while to set up the instrument and play and when he had to do this and he had to do that and he had to do that and he just pack up and just leave.
And just leave.
But
Yeah.
Ronnie Lynn is another Aloysius man, you know.
Him not ask with nobody. And Wyatt, same way Wyatt did. Wyatt, when Wyatt play music, when Wyatt play with Bob, is who used to play with Bob, where was my key brethren. We start out music together. And him left school, him tired a bank piano. And one day him just disappear. And what happened to him? And next thing we know, I play with Bob, Tyrone Downey.
Down here. Okay.
And Downey was doing very well. Downey live in France. Downey is brethren. Right now, as I talk to you, I get cold sweat. And what happened to Downey, I don't know. But I think Downey had someone business. Because him a woman in France, him a woman this on, him a woman it's like me.
But Mikey,
It's like you.
Mikey,
Yeah.
it sounds like you were involved in the music business a whole heap, man. Oh, you make that switcher from the music to the screen when that switcher take place.
Well, the switch I made from the music was I did the folk rubbish, and then I did the Tony Gold's thing, and it not me. I went to studio one time. Go when I was in high school. We decided to do a song, and the song named "We Had a Fight Last Night." So we had a fight last night. You and me so very tight. And me, Bigger Williams, Philip Sanders, and a guy named Mikey Thomas. I don't know what I'm playing. We go down Randy's with a producer, Phil Pratt. Yeah.
Mute your mic, Thumper. Mute your mic, Thumper.
Oh, yeah, that's another compound. Go ahead, Mikey, yeah.
Yeah. So Phil Pratt, we decided in the song with Phil Pratt. Them time the Ken Boot, what name? Kelly. Kelly used to OKC, Big Fat Kelly. Kelly older brother.
Oh, Dave Kelly.
No. Pat Kelly.
Oh, Pat Kelly.
yeah,
Vocalist. Okay.
Pat Kelly, little brother. Pat Kelly was music. That Pat Kelly was established then. If you talk about love,
Yeah, man, big singer, man.
when him recorded at a studio, I was there from them time then. And Ken Booth, Ken, have mercy. Lift not to Ken. Ken Booth, and anyway, what may I tell you about he asked about music. Oh yeah,
The transition from music to the screen.
I did that early them days then. When afterwards, years passed. Afterwards, I was with the band, and then when I decided I get out of work because a man won't hold for money, and I always did want to paint, and I always consider myself painter and an artist. I decided to say, me go back to art school, and when I started back at art school was when I was on the top of the music thing and the guitar work. When I went away, I left Jamaica and make a categorize it now. That was past started 6, 7 years. I leave and I go America, and I went to America with a blank slate. I said, you know, I'm going to do a thing. But you know what I do? And I go to America. And I was selling cars. I was a car salesman for 2 years. The guy who owned the dealership come to me one day and he say, one of my friends tell him, say, if you want to somebody take care of children, you know, you get a woman from Jamaica. And I say, you know, he said, you come from Jamaica, you have anybody. So I said, I asked my mother, because my mother, she's Miss Edward Battle Washer down at GOS. And I call her and I ask her about a lady that 4 years, every evening when I go GOS to work, I go school in the day and GOS at night, she cook a little thing before she go home, and sometimes it's the only time I get a chance to eat something. I asked her, Miss Laggy, and what she do, because she said, I didn't hear say Miss Laggy had visa. And we said to her, oh, she said, well, you asked me about Miss Laggy, they want to me. I said, what do you mean want to you? She said, you can take care of baby. And she said, oh, you mean? You know big man now. So we say, all right. And we take my mother and bring her up. And then me, my little brother, he did ride, go ride from, he's a cyclist at Jamaica. And he go away, I'll go ride a race at Miami. And he never start till reach New York. So we take him and from New York and bring him to Texas. And me, him, start, and 2 years later, my mother, and I say, well, my old man and my other sister, he want me to stay with her to graduate from St. Andrews. When them come, we see his passport, and we start come back in Jamaica. That is in 84. When I came back, I came back to Jamaica with the intention to start a career in the music business. I come back with song women do and poster and thing and check out Earl China Smith. You'll have the tape what me do, and my friend them in the music business, Glove Cooper and I have various records, and to start fiddle around that. Until somebody said to me, hey, some people they want guy your size, you know, to fight a big man to fight a little guy. To fight a little guy. Yeah, I'm a big man, tall, like you want to. Bring Sonny Tail and said, 4 days shoot, movie. Sound good. You try that. So come do it one day, collect the money and go away. And it's nice. One day shoot and then pay me decent money and say, yeah. The time you don't have anything like that again, man, just call me.
Of course.
Then the next month, them say them and do a thing, them fight against slavery and them want a whole heap of maroon and people just about junk of clothes and so like, sign on, come down, fly when I fly down to Jamaica. Where go Jamaica go? I'm going to the movie, man. Movie. What been a movie and fight against slavery. All the television in London doing it and blah blah blah. When the movie come out, the picture come out, and you see me where I fly from Houston, Texas to Jamaica and spend the whole 3 weeks down at Runaway Bay in a hotel and in a pool and 1 day work.
And a US dollar you get.
Yeah, man. 1 day work on the screen. You see me? I'm slowing it down. You see me dress up in a thing and spy, and as I raise up my sword, we got the chopper guy, and a man shoot your boy a shot, and I go, all of that whole sequence lasted about 2 seconds. But I enjoy myself. I say, I like this thing, till them had another job to do, and them wanted somebody who know the place at Jamaica. And they call me, go down, show them. And brethren, that has spiraled into a range where not even we can explain. I have done home things. I have it. I do a collection of my work, and I have something that is going to come out very soon. Of all the films that I have worked on, all the movies that I have been in, and then little after that started in the 80s, in the 90s, them invented, like say invented, they came out with the music video industry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I cannot tell you the amount of music videos I have done for foreigners, local people, name them, and I stopped doing that. I stopped doing all of that down in Jamaica in 2005 when I got the stroke. Up until then, I have done Chakademus and Pliers. Top four.
As what? A musician or
No, I have done, okay, company, outwent. You want to come to Jamaica, you want to shoot a music video or a commercial or a movie, and you're looking for green bush and blue sea. So you call the film office, and the film office said to you, yes, we have green bush and blue sea, but why don't you come down and take a look? And you say, all right, but I'm going to put you in touch with a man who can guide you, show you around. At that time, you had Peter Parker, me, Natalie was kind of, but Natalie never want go, on this a big something. And that's another story. But yeah, Chappie, I don't know if you know Chappie, Brian Sanju's father, Francois Sanju's father.
Who the on Fame FM?
Yeah,
Mm.
Francois, Philip's father was Chappie. Chappie was his. Right now you only have Brian Leaf. But Brian was with Dabdo at when the company name. Brian used to work with them. But freelancers, me, Peter Parker, and so on. So then give the person my number. Person call me and I say hello. We want to come to Jamaica to shoot music video, blah blah blah. That time I am at home in Houston. I say, well, when you come, you come down, come look, scout, you call it. Come look. And when you come in, you come in on Thursday, okay. I will meet on Thursday. So on Wednesday, I'm in Jamaica. Fly down, go to the film office, get paperwork from them, blah blah blah. The clearance, bring me in. And when they come off of the plane, first person sees me. And I carry around. Anyway, where you want to go? Where you looking for? You looking for so and so? Boom. The driver, I'm going to show him. And done, see him, you go back, and me go back to my bush. When I'm ready, say, yeah, we're going that place there, we're going to shoot there, son, that place there, and can we get a car to be so and so? Yeah, man, bro. When you come in, we want to start January, and we're coming, our crew of 30 people who's going to this and so on, 50, and then say, all right, and send me so and so, and I come down to Jamaica, and I'm now in production. When them done, whatever them do it, and them come back, and I say bye-bye, I go, sit down 2 seconds, and somebody else call.
Right.
And that went on for about 40 years.
Wow.
So, are you?
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
that includes music video, feature films, parts of feature film. When FBI look for John Brown, when so and so come to do a story upon the yardies, that is how I function in that. That is how I start in that. I did it.
You did what?
No, I did all of that.
All right, so let me ask you a question. What title you give yourself?
Film coordinator. Only
But you,
only time I change my title is, for instance, I was doing some work at Videomax. That time you had Dreamax advertising agency and you had Videomax. And Videomax owned Dreamax. Craig Panksan was in charge of Videomax. And I was with Craig round the back of Videomax. And George Senkom Khan, George Greenley was the man in charge. Him say, him have a problem. Him have this company that they spend money for him and blah blah blah. And them leave him and start use a different company. And that different company with DCC, them never happy with DCC. Them leave and them go to another one. And them never happy with that one. And then they come back now and they want to keep them. So they want to do a commercial on whites. You say whites. Then whites meaning like fridge stove and all them things, the white things. And them shooting the commercial tomorrow. I said, tomorrow? And then the ends know you're calling me. And he want to go and them send down a man from England and he want me to go and help them work, do something. And them have talent. Who is talent? Feel it. I say, all right, I go. And I did the first commercial. I said, no, we do that, no. Put this there, that. And we do commercial, whites. The first one, for Quartz.
Oh, that's at the furniture store.
Yeah. First commercial for Quartz. 18 years later, I was still doing commercial for him.
But
I just all kind of them started. I think them said them wanted to sell them. Yeah, get money in a car with a price. Then we have the price for the year, and then we no problem. We get a PR department with that time. Judith was there. Judith, and when Judith left, Sadine and what's her name? She's in Miami now. And every year I do a war campaign for them. So each month I have to deliver giveaway each month. So whatever was happening in my life and wherever I was on the planet, at the end of the month, I know I have to be in Jamaica for at least 2 days. That is how that started.
so it looked like you just see the opportunity and you just take it. You're a real true entrepreneur. You
a
just
Renaissance man. A
yeah.
Renaissance man.
Because
You want to hear?
yeah, go ahead.
I'm talking straight from the heart now. I'm going to talk straight from the heart now. No joke, no fun, no nothing. I believe I grow to learn some things, and everything that happens to me in life that happened to you as a young man, I believe I know I will put my head on the block right now against any man feet. God not sleep. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Not sleep. In all I have done, in all my years from I leave school, graduate 70 to now is what? It's 30 and 23
53 years.
years. In 53 years, and other than the couple years in school time when I work, so call it 56 years. 56 years. I have been working for 56 years. I'm not saying that I can work here, I can work there. No. I have been working from at that school to now, 56 years. If you add up all the years that I have worked in a legitimate job where I go to work and I collect pay when payday come. You following me?
Yeah, man. Yes. Yes. And we are coming. I hear you, what you said.
The whole of them together. I have worked 5.5 years in my life
Yeah,
with
man.
a company and a boss. I don't have no ill feelings for any of them. I can go to any of them now and say, hey, what happened? When I done a job now, then there is work that propel me to be what I am now. Now, when I do a job and I finish work, take up my bum and go home and I sit down. I only have one regret. Years ago, when Dr. C.C. Jones and M.L. Jones, and them operator, down at Agley Park Road and what?
Yeah,
At
man.
Agley Park, Walter
Yeah,
Park Road.
man. We know the place.
C.C. Jones was my buddy. C.C. Jones was my friend. He married to a white woman, and then live when you go Constant Spring, and you turn like you go up Long Lane, just as you turn to go up Long Lane, the first road on the left, right this up, on the left, right in the corner.
What in Orange Grove that?
No,
Fine
not
left
so
hand
far up.
side. Oak Ridge attack. In West Oak Ridge. We are go up Stone Hill attack and then before we reach up on the Stone Hill.
As you turn up the road, as you go on the bridge at Constant
A
Spring,
Manor
so,
Park, yeah
right.
man, I know you attack. Make a left.
Yeah, you make a left right this up.
Yeah man, Oak Ridge name man. West Oak Ridge. I have a virgin live up there, so I know you attack man.
C.C. Jones was my doctor from 6 years of age. He gave me the first injection. And C.C. Jones was my brethren, was my dog friend, he was my father doctor. My father carried me to him riding my bicycle. I'm sitting up on the bar, told me go down. C.C. Jones was my doctor, and C.C. Jones said every day, C.C. said, look, you have to stop doing what you're doing.
Have a stopper?
You have to stop doing what you're doing.
Meaning what?
Me live at Dallas and Houston, and I work in Jamaica.
Mm.
Understand me?
Yeah.
And you right now you think and you said talk man, so we're not talking about man. But that is where I know. that is how I carve out my life.
Well,
And I do that for so many years. I don't sleep. When I sleep, when I sleep, I don't sleep. Sometimes I wake up, I say, whoa, I forgot downtown. No, yeah, why not? My family life suffer for that. The children, them, and the woman, them. I have 3 children, 3 women, 3 relationships. I love to death and I take care of them. The woman, them, gonna feel different. Let's say, in wild, in doing son. They can't bother with him. But they talk to me in love the same way. But everything I do, I thinking about what I'm doing, and I want to do it because of this. And hey, that's a good idea because we just and one job lead on to another job, and a man call me about a job and say, yeah, and it it is totally ridiculous. It, I don't know how to describe it.
but may I ask you a question, Mikey? May I ask you a question about that? Because I think I'm a listener here where you say 2 things. Did you mentor nobody in the 50 years when you do this? And is it possible that where
I
you...
try.
Well, yeah, you try. All right. Answer that and let me ask you the second question.
I try and deal with certain people, and I say, man, I do certain things. And the other guy 1 or 2 pointers, and in step and in leave Jamaica, in come from country. When we go in a bush, I go find him. There was a guy, I don't got him, we chat plenty, but bear me.
No, man, you're a program this man. You're a show. You talk as long as much as you want, man. Go.
I was in Portland, up in the bush. I do a show, and I employ a pig, a man. The guy will come down. He means the pig wrangler. We're doing a movie about Lord of the Flies, and them have some pigs, and them want the pig them to come out, and they want them to go right there. So them get them and starve them, and every day at a certain time, they put on the food they saw, and let them out and make them go eat, and then let them up back again. So them wanted a man who them will stay with the pig them for a month, and they do that every day. You remember?
Yeah, I just see Mike.
He will come at 9 o'clock. Well, it was 6 o'clock. He will come at 6 o'clock and put on pig food or something, let them out, and then go eat. Them don't eat, lock them up back again. That's all it when you.
How much pig this out, Mike? How much pig?
It was about 4 or 5 pig.
Okay, all right. Yeah, go ahead.
Now this is up in the bush, a country where them wanted a man to do that, and a guy come tell one boss, he can't give me kind of work, and some give him a guy. But in the first week, the guy who is even doing that in deal with the strong people one thing, and him come to me, him say, you give me a guy to do the pig thing, and I don't think him doing the job, but all him have to do, him just come, feed the pig them, let them up back, 6 o'clock, But I said that him don't work for the day. And him getting a pay for the day.
Yeah, get a DSP.
And him a get a day's pay for him as a pig man up there. He might get paid like he is an executive downtown.
Give more, tell me what money they get. How much money I get?
But I
No,
think Lance I look on flight can get flight from Orlando go Jamaica. Is audition him audition here, Mikey. That's why I ask if you know
You mentor nobody, right?
mentor nobody, you know.
May I come to
I
that?
know
I know may I come to that, Andre, you know.
Let me not don't read you long time, man.
I don't know when we get, but him say him don't think the guy is coming every morning and do what he's supposed to do. But I will run a test and see what I'm doing, you know. And I will tell you tomorrow. Next day him come, him say the test when run in front of the pig pen. Him get some sand and him put on the sand and smooth out the sand and smooth the sand, run and reverse and smooth out the sand. So the next day when the guy come and say, you feel the pig then? Yeah man, everything. And I'm going and look. Not a grain of the sand move.
The sun says it's smooth.
And smooth.
So him come to me and say, yeah, you have to get a new pig man. And tell me what. I'm say, all right. So we know we're not problem. We have more important things I try to set up and try to do. And we have to find a pig man. And we said to one of my driver, and he said, you live out there, you know nobody can handle a pig. He said, hold on, man. And then call a brethren, the guy come to me, have on a short pants and the belly hang over and he have on a shirt. And then when he open his mouth, him do have nothing. It was it gone. And yeah, boss. Yeah, man, me know for deal with pig, man. Eh? And me get him, me say, what your name? Him say, Humphrey, man. My name Humphrey. Me say, Humphrey, this is the way he went do. I will tell him what going on. And him do what him have to do. Humphrey, when we're done the shoot, and I pack up the things them and me put them on the trailer and me that hook up to the truck and I come down. Him say, boss, you not left me, you know. Me say, what? Him say, you not left me, boss. And him load up himself on the trailer. That was, oh, a lot of flies was way up in the 19, in the 80s. No, not the 80s, the 90s, early 90s. And in the last time I talked to him sent me a picture of him in Atlanta. Atlanta. When him come, when he came to America, in trying to find work, and he called me, boss, there now, I look work in Atlanta. And I tell him, say, good. He was in Jamaica and then did so and so and so, and it worked out that bring him from town, Kingston, and drive for me, get him driver's license, and him is a big driver for me now. And now him in Atlanta, I say, go get your CDL and drive. Him don't go with CDL, you know why? Because I don't think him to verse span the English language.
Okay.
But in both the size of a tractor trailer now.
Big.
Big. Him always call me, man, you want come this. So when you say the people are mental, I use him as an example. The amount of people where, of course, you will have the ones that will come and work for you a little bit, and certain things happen that you're not so sure about, and you know what I call them. But the flock of them where they work with me. When I get a job and I say I'm going to want so and so and so, I can take the phone, I can call that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Just the same. People come in the business and work. Maxine Waters, look how well Maxine doing. And you have people who were on the mount and said that works for Maxine because this and this that. But that is how the business is. And you have people like me who them excel in certain areas. German Francis, Franz Mazuka, when I was there the last month, then Chile, and you know, I feel within myself that why I can't see where a man will say, boy, Michael London, him is a, I'm not saying it do happen because it must happen somewhere. Somewhere somebody will say that them not happy with how I did, you know. So far I don't run into it yet. But the amount of people, the amount of entertainers, the amount of people who are in the business, surely there's plenty of them now. Over the last 20 years, there are people in the business now. I don't know about them. I never work with them. But the people that are important and the vast majority who are the leaders in what the tech is. Yeah. That is why, look, I came out of the business in 2003. 2006, I left Jamaica. I said, I'm done with that side of the business. All
You
I
mean
know,
the talent side of it, or
the
the production side, or
production side, the talent side, me running up and down and doing this. The argument with where I started with, when I was talking about Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones, yeah.
Doctor, you know what I mean? He said, you have to stop it. You're going to have to stop that. He put me on medication for high blood pressure. And after the first month, it ran out and it didn't feel no way. I didn't go back to it. And the next time I went back to him, I went to him, I was, and they rushed me to medical associates. And when I wake up at medical associates, in the bed the morning, and I wake up, I look to my left, and I see loving there sitting up on a chair away, and to my right, two of us on a chair away, and in front of me is a television with dealer a field calls. Yes, because oh, he was such a nice person. And he was this and he was that. That's Morning Time. That's a program that I did every Tuesday and Thursday. And the Morning Time with Dela. And I said to myself, in the inners of my mind, I say, we're not dead. I'm dead. I'm gone. So this is how it feels. And I turn around and look on over there and I see it perk up and I realize I'm dead. But everything is like in a world like I'm floating around in a world of man, you would not even yeah. I not forget that.
Where you get guests?
Eh?
You have a knock on your door or something?
No,
No man, them did that, son.
I'm being seen to obviously open.
Okay.
I say, yeah. And I remember Dr. Jones. A week before that, I was doing monitor with Knox Agley, Dr. Knox Agley. It was blood pressure week. I was a sponsor for the Heart Foundation fun run at the stadium. I would give them tent and table and chair and an NC program, and I had the PA system out there and music and etc. And every year I did that. And when it was coming on, Knox was the chairman of the Heart Foundation, and Knox was on monitor and he might demonstrate about how he take blood pressure, and I was the guinea pig, and and I'm saying, and he pump up the thing, and I'm saying, whoa, what? I said, no feel like mine. He said, but no. I said, no feel like mine.
Remember say it high.
And it was when I took in and them came to Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones sent me to Knox Abbey. It's Knox Abbey bring me back. But it's a long road to come back, because it started with me, and from man we talk about of course I was on television every day. Every day bar none. I was the face of courts for 18 years on television. I did Fortune Corporation. Every commercial them do, I used to do it. Because we take over that from them. Jean Norchin, who's Madame Usurer. Jean Norchin used to use me. That I have no qualms with that. But everything well Lascelles Chin do for courts. Lasco whole milk, Lasco, everything. She's falling over with Boysie. So everything that she if I couldn't write a commercial for this and that and yeah man, you can't do it. It cost $10. Who would someone to me that? It will cost $10 with that it cost about $11.50. Say all right. And boom, a commercial come out. Love in there, right? Jingle for a commercial for Lasco. And it's just one thing after the other. And me not say no to none of them what we can do. because what is just the Father. When you live a certain way and you believe that that is going to happen, you just make it happen. And you live good with people. You must live good with people. Live good with people.
Important.
You live, you learn, and you just move ahead. And trust in whatever you are going to do. Trust in the Lord. You sit down and you think about it. Yeah, but I can't do it. It's in America. But it's in Montego Bay. But I can't. Anyway, then you can do it. Anything you can think of, anything you as a young man with good intentions, anything you can think of, you can achieve. It might take a while, but you can achieve it. There is nothing more disappointing to me than when I set out to do something. I said, boy, I take 10 years with that. And before you, 2, 3 years, it just happened. You said,
Yeah. You just want to start, Mikey. You just want to start and move and take action.
move on. Start, move.
Take action. That's the most important thing.
Yep.
The second question I didn't have to ask you because your answer is in a what you say a while ago. Them can't duplicate you.
Them can't try.
But you're my question now. And I listen to you carefully and I say that go hard, you know. It's like because the nature way you do everything, you know. You do everything and I don't know how you teach everything.
but listen, but do you realize something, Lance? That first of all, it's spellbinding, right? Because we don't even have to say nothing. Just listen, right?
Yeah.
But you realize that this man is intricately woven into the fiber of so many different
Andre. Yes.
fraternities. I mean, listen. You can when the man attack music, him not talk about two little man around the corner. The man talk about the people who make it happen, and and find a level where, and so him and if me call a name, the man can tell me a thing about that man. So obviously there is that connection, music, and then the wheelhouse. Now, when you talk about the art, obviously art is your thing, Mikey, because when you talk about the film, the screen. Whether you're in front of the camera or behind the camera, I mean, again, whichever fraternity, you are right there in the middle of some giants again.
You know, when I first thought about that in that fashion, one day I was doing Club Paradise, I think it was. Yeah, Club Paradise. And first and foremost, for me, I wanted a car for use in Jamaica because the first year of me coming to Jamaica, Gurney Beckford at Dunlop College, Compton, Gurney Beckford was a good friend of mine from the days of theatre. And when I used to come to Jamaica, you know, first I found some people who there are flights that come to Jamaica every day that come to Montego Bay. Them they call it, them have tours groups that come to Montego Bay
Charter
every
flight,
day
yeah, talk, Mikey, like charter flight.
with different groups, tourist group.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. You go on the plane from the back to the front is one set of seat.
Yeah.
And them have fashion show and them have all kind of entertainment until them land on Montego Bay. When them go Montego Bay, the regular passenger plane, them go up on the side there, and them go up on the other side. When the door open on the plane, everybody just come out and go straight in a bus. And the bus drive without it with them. And them had some people stay back and collect them baggage. And when them go to the hotel, them carry them round and then it show them different attractions them they have. And then when them go them room, then them baggage is there with them passport and thing. And that was every week. So I used to have a deal with a girl that would book me on a flight. When I come to Jamaica, I just call her and she just book a flight, and it cost me $100 one way, $100 the other way. And only thing is if I book $100 for the plane ticket and something happen and I can't make the flight, tough. But
Yeah.
that took care of most of my traveling to and from. But and his Montego Bay alone, them land. So when I coming down and I just call my driver in a Kingston and him come from my mobile, or I take a rent a car and I drive out town.
Yeah.
So me start to chat so damn much. I wanted to tell you. I was going to tell you something. Oh Lord have mercy.
All right, slip you.
Yeah, the dementia work for me. The dementia. I don't have any qualms about where I do, how I do it, who I work with. I just go and I just work. And if it most of the time it come out and it feel away. But I have had a little success in the film business. I've had a success when I do in the film business. Look, when I do in the film business, and Matthew Binns is one production manager that I work with almost on every film shoot. Matthew say, we want a manager for this, we want a manager for that, and we say, all right, me take that, and me do this. And you can, Jeremy France can do that, or Franz Mazur can do that, or that, Alric Burke, yeah. So, so we share of the work. Depends on who it is. And say, you can get that man to do that because he have a friend or he know or you know. That way, you know, I do a job. When the film start, when them start shooting on the camera, my job is assistant, third assistant, second assistant.
Them get title.
Yeah, first assistant. The first, okay. You ever see them shoot? You ever see them shoot a movie yet?
Yeah, yeah.
And you hear a man say,
Cut.
yes. You hear a man say, cut. And you hear a man say, okay, stand by and action. And you say, I him a direct the movie. I know him a direct the movie. The director, the one who
Him a the first assistant.
he is the first assistant. Him have two other assistants, depending on the size of the movie. You have a second assistant, and you have the second. The second, and the second, upon the same level. The second assistant, him have certain job that him do to make the first assistant look good. And then you have the director. And the shoot, depending on how much them a shoot, you're going to have one director and him have 1 second, and that's it. If it's a commercial, you know, 1 second. But so what I do, I had a choice of, you know, most of the time I can say, yeah, me take the second, or me take the first. Or no, I will be transportation manager because I don't like that. If they're going to bring down car, and the car them is going to be, me say, look, when the car them stay, but you know, my typical, I know where them car they can get get involved with the system. So you find that I always have the choice of picking out where I want to go. I work on a shoot. The Lunatic. Anybody see?
Yeah. Yes, man.
Yeah, me know the show, man. Me know the show.
Aloysius.
Oh, the Lunatic. When
aromatic.
when they want the Lunatic, them start look on the Lunatic. It take them forever for the Lunatic, you know, because it is a production that is not a production studio doing it. Is someone Paul Heller, and the person who directed Laurel Creme, who directed it, is a musician. He played a music band. So he's them jump up and they order that Lunatic. And then them cast for Lunatic. Them a talk about Lunatic from God he knows when. When them cast for Lunatic, Paul Campbell,
Yes.
I will come back to him if he was still there. When them start to use Paul, them say him have to go and live the part of a lunatic out there. So we'll find the location where him going to be, the location we're going to shoot under the tree, and him is going to be there in the days, dress up like a little vagrant, and many years I think he was a madman, and the idea was to just allow him, and a madman, and they wouldn't know him. So he was doing that. And at the time you see him walk one down and a Kingston and tear about the pants and thing. But being Paul being the type of person Paul is, when you see it come to 6 o'clock and get dark, and his boyfriend come and pick him up, New Kingston, New Kingston,
Yeah.
tell the name, Lord,
You know, Mikey, I listen to and as Andre saying, it's like, and I listen, and I almost 3 hours over there, believe it or not, and I you the most of the talking, cause you have so much to say, may I tell you have so much to say.
chat too much, it's a shame.
No,
No, what I hope I interesting information.
yeah, man.
I mean, like, we could have 1,000 questions for ask.
But I don't even know if to start,
but I
Andre.
have to do is just listen.
I don't want to interrupt you, and I don't know if to start. Because
No.
it's I'm bring you
Well, I know.
Yeah, go.
I don't want. I tell you the story about Paul. I will give you an example of what I do. Now, in the country, I sure up location and thing, and them come to me and say, them going to get a room. I start disappear. I come to town and them call me and say, boy, them way put him in the room where the hotel I stayed at. And them want me to get hype on him. I say, I don't want it. That is not my business where he want to do. But I get hype on him. So that going to production, the first day of production, you were in several different acts because they don't have money for the man in charge of that, and the man in charge of that, and the man in charge of that. So just check Michael, man. He can. So yeah, we're several different acts. No problem. You understand how the money thing go. And them gay, the man down there in is a foreigner, American. I don't know what him doing in Falmouth. But him claims say him know about chef business and him can, so them give him the job as a caterer. The first day I shoot, not the second day, not the evening before, the first day I shoot. Shoot, boom, and that's lunch break. I'm going to land. A crew of about 60 people, out of which you have about 10, 20 is foreigner, and the rest of them are local people. After about 10, 12, go through the line. Me sit down and me I do my work. Them run come to me. Problems, what? Them run out of food.
Food done.
So what? When I fly go out there and the guy who take, if you see the movie, the guy who have bowl with the foreign accent, well, it's just say, they push out the man can't play ball, man. Whatever. He was the one who get the job as a caterer. Him hire a dreadlocks, dress up in a white chef uniform and thing on him head, and the place look nice, good, nice, and make sure so that them come. Said with them runs of food, we go, what is this? What happened to the food? Oh, the man runs of food, where the money? What happened? Oh, you mean them take too much because me see when them cut up me cut up the 3 chicken them and put it in the pot and
3 chicken.
For 60 people. That
And the man make one big 5-6 gallon thing, curry chicken. And half of the crew, more than half. I say, all right. I said, cool. I put in place for tomorrow, what I'm going to do, and then continue shooting. And I jump on a plane. I go to Miami. When I go to Miami, I come, when I finish, that day I go the morning, next morning, I go up on the first flight. Me one. And I come back. When I coming back, when I would leave the Costco, one shop. It's not Costco. It was on one like
BJ's.
Monsiso.
Or Sam's, or one of them there,
Yeah.
When I leave there, I leave with 28 trolley. You know, supermarket trolley.
yeah.
Yeah.
Load up to the brim of food. Get them stock, put them in the bus because I have to rent a bus. And go to the airport and me get somebody from Jampro, the film office. Them hook up as someone to meet me
At the
and
airport.
the airport and walk down. And now them little kind of emergency there. I am not a caterer. I was not the caterer, but I was caterer then.
But you see what you just mentioned now, Mikey. It's just like the average person now don't really even come up with that.
No. That is what I tried to show you. So
That's cannot be duplicated, Andre. Exactly right.
No, cannot. I mean,
You
worry about we're gonna get that in Jamaica.
No. We are the Mikey.
Like,
You can't teach. You can't clone yourself because we are talk about is an ingenuity where you just think on the spot and look on salute. What you doing now? Let me tell you what you do. If you have to give yourself a title, you just solve problems, you know.
yeah, but on that same job, the man who organized and go Miami and bring the food for them, I was the bartender
You're
in
right.
the movie.
Yeah, you anything you can just get
in the movie.
Yeah. And I was also the location manager for the movie.
That is why you see a movie and you have 10 different roles.
So that's why I would get a job in a movie quick.
Yeah. Because you can't do anything.
The music video song. One time, in my book, what I do, I have a page. I put them side by side. One on one side, I have 3 groups from Europe. And on the other side, I have 3 groups from Europe when they go back on the plane. And gentleman was in a one. You know gentleman, it's a gentleman.
Yeah, man. The artist.
Yeah. You know what name?
No, when proper name.
His name Tillman Otto.
Oh, Tillman Otto. Okay.
Yeah.
Which island him come from?
Germany.
Okay.
Yeah, man. You don't know the DJ.
No.
White DJ.
Hello, you see him? It is so good. It's so good as a DJ. You look upon him in look him up and you will see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The girl was singing in charge, not in charge. The one the main backup singer, I'm wife. In Robbinsville. You know Robbinsville, eh?
No.
All right, I will tell you. When you're going, when you're going, okay, when you're going to Portland,
Oh, in a
Port
Portland
Antonio,
attack. Yeah.
Port Antonio, if you drive Junction, when you come out at the end of Junction, you go right, you go not to be, you go Portland. Robbins Way, you go left, and just down the road, you take a right,
Yeah, I know where you're
and
at.
you
Have an idea where
paddle
you're
it,
at. Yeah.
go down to the Robbins Bay. If you go down there, you wonder where the hell you are. Because down there, so you have you have a whole community of local Germans, Jamaicans.
Okay. I
Mhm.
got you.
One man come from Robbinsville, and one guy come from Robbinsville. I'm going to tell you about him, and he might take a little while again. Him was at Robbinsville, and him go England, go stay with him auntie, and him and she have problem, and him left and him take a bus and end up in a Germany. Oh, I know that. A guy called me from Germany saying coming to Jamaica. Come do a video. This is long before Otto and Tillman and all that. And he was coming to that video and him say if I know what the guy name is. I said, no, I don't know him. And from Robbinsville, I said, don't know. So come. When them come at the airport and I go to clear them equipment and things, I see the guy and him camera assistant and we check them luggage and wait and not take off them thing off of the conveyor belt. And I said, but where's the talent? And I've told me, yeah, man, them tear my jeans, man, tear my jeans. Brand new dog, I remember. And oh, I chew that them blood. Hey, I chew that on but he might argue with them about the bag open and it come out and the man the conveyor belt must itch a little spot on it. And I say, that is the case. She said, and them say, yes, we don't know. You know, Frank Ferrian. You know Frank Ferrian?
No.
Stop right this up. I will come back to that. I was
Mikey,
in
hold on.
our
Hold on, Mikey. Hold on. Believe it or not, a trio over there, if I come back to you, we've got set another date. You're up on the West Coast. You might think it early
yeah,
for we.
yeah,
We start a little later, 1:30, and I'm going to forget up and go work.
yeah. All right.
And we have, trust me, we have not asking a question yet, you know. We don't even.
One,
But we have we have to come,
I'll get a
come with part two.
Yes.
When we are released, it's have to count in a 6 part.
That's what I say, Andrew. And that's why I make him talk, you know, because I say, as long as Mikey want to talk, you know, at 5 or 6 episodes, you know, we have to come back with part 2. So, yeah.
remind about it. What Germany? I will tell you about it.
Yeah,
No,
man,
man.
we stick the pin right at Germany.
Right, that's why I stick the pin and come back, man. Because, and then we will come back around to Pembroke because we have to come back to that too. But more I tell you the full story, and then you say you have your book a write up and all them way, and when the book finish, you know, if you come talk and launch your book same way. So,
Yeah.
we're going to end it just.
I'm coming from the Excelsior family. I'm enough man me have to ask about from the like Carl Bradshaw, Owen Ellis, and all of them man. So.
Oh,
Yeah, this
Brady.
man a mental history, Andre, and because one of the reasons him can't be duplicated is him do everything, you know, and people And everybody got everything,
Renaissance, man.
And everybody,
Renaissance.
it's not everybody going everything. Some people like them shame for the certain things, Mikey. Things where you do, I'm not going like him too big for do it.
Yes, the man said him turn
Chef.
Executive chef because him have to go.
Him have to fix yeah. A problem there to solve.
Trolley work because it can't happen again tomorrow.
No, yeah. So, I'm going to call you tomorrow, Mikey, and set a date when we can come back for part 2, because I don't know if I'm there, Andre, but it
Let me talk to them again. I apologize.
No, man, no. You know,
listen, I rate the thing, man. We never, this is the first, we don't have this.
No, I never have a limited, Mikey. And the fact say you make the effort to come on and you come and talk. And I say, sit down and make the effort to do the 3 hours. Now I'm that 3 hours sit down and talk for enough of the thing them. And if it never so late, we'd keep talking. Mikey. And as I say, when it done, and we can cut.
I never realized.
We cut it up in any amount we can. So I have to call it tomorrow. Because I have to get up and go work too. I forget up and go work too. And at 1:30 I know up on the East Coast. I want time for you on the West Coast at about 10:30. So it's early for you. And because of how I gotta do it, my name not close out nothing, Andre, because this is not
no man, you can't close out. No.
I just cut it, Mikey, at German and Excelsior, and we make a mental note. And we'll come back. I can't enough question I have for you now. No.
We're not asking a question yet.
No. We don't ask a question. And because it's that but me take out this. When I have them
man, that part we edit out, but we pick it up right back at Germany and
you are talking about Excelsior, yeah. Now look
because
you go ahead, Andre.
No, because I know them man Mike is supposed to, well, not him supposed to, of course, him cross path with them and Brady used to be like in everything at one point, right?
Brady is something else.
Madman.
Don't bother start, Andrew. We're not going to start.
Yeah, all right.
We're not going to start.
We talk about Brady again. I will tell you about an incident where Brady do something to one deal with me. Where tell me, said, yeah, I brought it that.
We're not going to start. I mean, if you have no closing remark or not, because this is no closing. This is just a cut to a cut, because we're going to edit out what we need to edit out towards the last 5 minutes of the Mikey.
All right.
I'm going to call you tomorrow, later on, or tomorrow I'm going to call you and look on my schedule, and then I tell you when we're going to do something else again.
Yeah.
So remember to like, share, and subscribe these Pembroke Members podcasts, so neither you nor your friends will miss another memorable conversation. Thank you. Thanks for listening to Pembroke Members podcast. And remember to give us all the support you can on whatever social media platform you are listening. A special thanks to my production manager, Kyle Prince, who takes care of everything involved in getting the podcast out every week. And without him, I would not be able to do what I love doing every week, having memorable conversation about Pembroke. Thanks. The views expressed by guests on this podcast are their own, and their appearances on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. While we will not add to statements made by a guest, we reserve the right to exclude statements or remarks that might be considered inflammatory. Thank you.